Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about the dead bride and how to beat her. This is the very first part of the game where you will become hard stuck. This is a very difficult boss, and I suggest a couple of things off the bat. First and foremost, use someone like Lepic if you can. This boss is very weak to fire, which is going to give you a great advantage. If you are using something like Freyna with toxic weapons, you are not going to be able to beat this boss because this boss is very strong against toxic. He is also resistance to chill, so basically you want to use something with fire, or maybe Bunny if Bunny is one of the characters that you have. Regardless of what character you use, you will do very well with changing your guns to something that has weak point damage and fire attack. Fire attack is going to be very useful because everybody will be hitting for more because she is very weak to fire. If you don't happen to have these weapons, but you have researched enough materials, you can go to the workbench and readjust your weapons. Just make sure you lock the things that you want to keep and then change the other ones, and you get a random couple of extra perks that replace the ones that you haven't locked, and hopefully they will have fire attack or something. If you have toxic attack on the weapon that you like and you want to be able to fight this boss, absolutely readjust it just to change the toxic attack, because no matter what you get, you will not be doing less damage because you don't have toxic attack anymore. If you could just go find other weapons, use other weapons, great stuff. Just get fire attack and weak point damage, and then on top of that, make sure you have one specifically long range weapon like a tactical rifle or a scout rifle. Big damage weapon for me was sniper, because you're not going to get very close to this boss. A launcher might work, but for me it's just more tricky than just aiming down sight with a sniper and hitting, because even if you don't hit weak points and stuff like that with the sniper, you are still going to do a good amount of damage. I would also go with a close range weapons, because she throws out these little module things that run around you and they spin on the spot. If they touch you, they lock you in place. They stun lock you for a couple of seconds, which is very much going to put you in a place where you are going to take a lot of damage because this boss hits hard. And on top of that, what I suggest you do, go to Cillian and enhance your modules. You're looking for a module that has chill resistance. There is one called cold antibody. You probably already have it. Make sure you enhance this dramatically if you have the materials. I put it up to 5 pips, which gives me 1635 plus resistance to chill, because this boss is all about ice, and if you get trapped up into some of her ice attacks, you will die instantly, so you need to be able to resist. Her weak spots that you can break the armor on are basically her shoulders. That's what you want to be aiming for. When they start to flash yellow, grapple onto them, give them a few punches to try and break them. It's a good way to get shield down quickly. You then just want to do damage to those shoulders when they're blown off, so that you do more precision damage, and anywhere in her center where her core is also some good damage as well. I will say, if you're playing on controller, it's quite difficult to hit those spots because of aim assist, and realistically you just need to just shoot her as much as possible and hope to get some really good precision damage. So her moves are quite frustrating, especially with those little reactors flying around, so SMG them down and then focus on her. She will essentially walk away from you throughout this fight. She'll get as far away from you as possible, which is where the long range weapon comes in, and then she will just teleport on top of you. And if she teleports on top of you and you don't move, she will stomp the floor and you'll get frozen in place, which leaves you very vulnerable. But in general, her normal arm blast attack, she fires like a projectile from her arm. You can dodge it fairly easy. It's just a like basic attack, so just be careful when that's coming in. She also has a missile barrage, which is a very damaging attack, but again, you can quite easily dodge it. The only thing is that if you dodge left or right, because it's a wide spread of missiles, you could get hit by one of the other ones. So you either want to dodge forward underneath it or back away from it, or just go left and right and hope that you don't get hit as well. She has an ice attack move where she lifts her hands above her head and she will literally like spin ice particles around, and they will throw out in all different directions. Quite easy to avoid, but you don't want to be too close to her, because after she finishes this move, she slams down onto the floor and causes a lot of ice damage around her body. So when you see this coming, again, just back up as much as you can and shoot with your long range weapon. During that move, or is it another ice move? I can't remember. Just look out for it. You'll see that there's little ice crystals form on the floor around you. If you don't have your cold resistance enhanced, these will absolutely obliterate you, because you step into them, you get slowed down, and they do incredible amounts of damage. So just avoid them. If you see them on the floor, just go to another platform, because you don't want to accidentally roll into one, especially with those little module things that are flying around. You want to avoid any crystals on the floor because they do big damage. So now her big move, Ice Dome. This is the run killer. If you play in public, you will lose the run here, because you only have 3 respawns, and your teammates who don't know what they're doing will die to this move, and then you'll just get kicked out and you'll fail the intercept. Basically, if you see a purple bar that's filling, I think usually on when you're playing solo, you see the purple bar. Once it reaches the top, she's about to launch this. As soon as she starts to go immune, you run away as far as humanly possible from this boss. Sometimes she can teleport and then pop the dome, so you still have to be aware that even though you're really far away from her, you may need to run and grapple away. Grapple is your lifesaver here. If you're Bunny, you're going to run out of it anyway. You need to get outside that dome and not go near her, because once you're inside there, if you don't have cold resistance, you are dead. At this point, she is immune and frenzied, so she's going to be running around doing a lot of attacks. I usually take this time to kill as many of the modules that I can to get health, to get energy back, to get everything that I need to be able to fight the boss. However, she has 2 little battery packs on the side of her arm cannon. You can shoot these to stop it from shooting you, I believe. I've never actually made it happen because it's so difficult to hit that it's just not worth even trying, to be honest. You might as well keep yourself alive and just get loads of ammo and health and ability regen from the little enemies. But she'll stay immune for a long while. I believe if you blow up both those battery packs, she becomes not immune anymore, so you can do more damage. I just about had enough time during this fight, and I'm going to leave you with the rest of the fight in a minute, and I had like 30 seconds left. You just have to keep going. As soon as you're getting hit and damaged, you need to get health back, and then you need to be on the boss, shooting the boss straight away. You can't run around a wall and stand there and then wait for an enemy to come, kill them and get the health. You need to be risky. You need to get stuck into the little guys, kill them all, get a health you can, and just start shooting the boss as soon as you possibly can. There is no downtime in this fight, especially if you're playing solo. If you are playing as a public team, unless you know these people and you can talk to them, this is going to be a very difficult boss. However, once you beat them, you can continue with the story and continue leveling up, because this is the first hard lock of the game where a lot of people are going to get stuck. I would assume a lot of people are going to put the game down and not play it as well. So I hoped this helped. If it did, hit the like button, all that fun YouTube stuff. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll leave you with the rest of the fight. Thank you for watching. I've been easynow. You guys have been awesome.
Loading. Shield is down. Wow, shit. Shield. Loading. Loading. Shield. Well, shit. Loading.